Today, we are learning the distributive property. This rule helps us make multiplication easier. Here's the formula. A times open parenthesis B plus C close parenthesis equals A times B plus A times C. If there is subtraction, the idea is the same. Det times open parenthesis B minus C close parenthesis equals A times B minus A times C. The outside number multiplies each part inside the parentheses. But the distributive property can also work backward. When we see the same factor, we can pack it back together. So today we will use 4 key ideas. Break it apart. Pack it back. Keep the sign. Make friendly numbers. Now let's solve the first problem. Look at this problem. 16 times open parenthesis 30 plus 5 close parenthesis. Instead of multiplying 16 times 35 directly, we can break 35 into 30 and 5. Now multiply 16 by each part. 16 times 30 and 16 times 5. So we write 16 times 30 plus 16 times 5. 16 times 30 equals 480. 16 times 5 equals 80. 480 plus 80 equals 560. So the answer is 560. This is called breaking it apart. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Look at this problem. 27 times 8 plus 73 times 8. Do not calculate both parts right away. First, find the common factor. Both terms have a factor of 8, so we can pack the 8 back together. 27 times 8 plus 73 times 8 becomes open parenthesis 27 plus 73 close parenthesis times 8. 27 plus 73 equals 100. So the problem becomes 100 times 8. 100 times 8 equals 800. This is the reverse distributive property. We can call it the packing method. The distributive property also works with subtraction. Look at this problem. 12 times open parenthesis 40 minus 5 close parenthesis. We still multiply 12 by each part. But this time, we must keep the minus sign. So it becomes 12 times 40 minus 12 times 5. 12 times 40 equals 480. 12 times 5 equals 60. 480 minus 60 equals 420. So the answer is 420. The most important point is this. Do not change the sign. If it is minus inside the parentheses, it stays minus. Sometimes the common factor is hidden. Look at this problem. 45 times 31 plus 45 times 68 plus 45. The first two terms clearly have 45, but the last 45 looks different. Here is a trick. A single number can be written as that number times 1. So 45 can be written as 45 times 1. Now, all 3 parts have a common factor of 45. So we can pack out 45. It becomes 45 times open parenthesis 31 plus 68 plus 1 close parenthesis. 31 plus 68 plus 1 equals 100. So the problem becomes 45 times 100. 45 times 100 equals 4,500. So the answer is 4,500. Sometimes you need to use the distributive property more than once. Look at this problem. 18 times 13 plus 18 times 7 plus 20 times 5. First, look at the first 2 terms. They both have a common factor of 18. So we pack out 18 first. It becomes 18 times open parenthesis 13 plus 7 close parenthesis plus 20 times 5. 13 plus 7 equals 20. Now the expression becomes 18 times 20 plus 20 times 5. Now look again. A new common factor appears. Both terms now have 20. So we pack out 20. it becomes 20 times open parenthesis 18 plus 5 close parenthesis. 18 plus 5 equals 23. 20 times 23 equals 460. So the answer is 460. This is why we should not rush to calculate. First, look for the structure. Now it is your turn. Try these 3 problems by yourself. For the first problem, try to pack it back. For the second problem, remember to keep the minus sign. For the third problem, see if you can use the distributive property more than once. Break it apart or pack it back. Look for friendly numbers. When you finish, leave your answers in the comments. See you in the next lesson.